nuestro.
Radio Marca.
Buenos días. Arranca la mañana y yo escucho cada día la tribu.
Y la mejor tertulia de la mañana.
Y justo después me engancha la pizarra de Quintana.
Y Adrián Blanco, Nahuel Miranda y Alex Rellano.
Preparo la comida con sauquillo y escucho DSF siempre que lo pillo. Y el programa de Ortega y Marcador también. Radio Marca, la radio del deporte, que cada día te hace sentir un poco mejor. Radio Marca también se vive en redes.
Ping, pong, con
Javier, síguenos en Instagram, radio_marca, y en TikTok, radio.marca.
¿Cómo está Radio Marca, chaval?
Hoy os cuento cómo se cubre un partido a las 2 de la tarde.
Clips, highlights y lo mejor de cada programa cuando quieras.
Básicamente es como el de las 9 de la noche, pero bueno, vamos a contar.
Un radio que te cuenta todo el deporte. ¿Una radio que te cuenta todo el deporte? Sí, Radio Marca. En tu dial, app, web o TDT. Radio Marca, la radio del deporte.
Menos para que la selección española debute en el Mundial de Fútbol, que es una competición muy exigente, y para conquistarla, la roja deberá demostrar que está a pleno rendimiento. Y si hablamos de rendimiento, ojo con Maxus, porque su gama de furgonetas combina versiones diésel con hasta 170 caballos y versiones 100% eléctricas de hasta 500 kilómetros de autonomía. Además, las furgonetas Maxus ofrecen gran capacidad de carga impresionante, hasta 13 metros cúbicos y más de 1 tonelada útil, para que tu negocio no tenga límites y para que el tiempo tampoco te frene. Ojo con la Maxus eléctrica, que carga al 80% en solo 36 minutos. Gama furgonetas Maxus, todos son ventajas, y ahora con precios imbatibles desde 20.800 euros. Maxus, impulsa lo que te mueve.
Terminan algunos partidos en Inglaterra,
sí,
¿no?
Del tramo europeo. 4 finales en la Premier. Empató el Crystal Palace 2-2 frente al Brentford. Un Crystal Palace, rival europeo del Rayo, que ya no tiene opciones de clasificarse a Europa vía Liga. Y un partido en el que además hubo 2 centrales lesionados. Uno de ellos, Chadi Rial, el canterano del Fútbol Club Barcelona, por unos problemas musculares. Y también acabó con algunas molestias Chris Richards, otro de los centrales del Crystal Palace. Así que el partido acabó 2-2, por cierto, en causa de un Brentford que todavía podría acabar en la sexta plaza y disputar Champions. Por cierto, en esa sexta plaza, el Bournemouth, viendo los resultados, se podría meter en Champions. De hecho, si suma 3 puntos frente al Manchester City en casa el próximo martes, el Bournemouth será al menos sexto y a lo mejor podría jugar Champions el conjunto de Iraola. El sexto es el Bournemouth, el séptimo es el Brighton, que perdió al final 1-0 frente al Leeds United en el minuto 96. El Brighton todavía podría acabar sexto. También el octavo es el Brentford, como decíamos, empató 2-2 frente al Crystal Palace, y la octava plaza podría ser también para el Sunderland, que ganó 1-3 frente al Everton. El Chelsea no jugó, el Everton, como decíamos, perdió su partido frente al Sunderland. El Fulham empató 1-1 frente al Wolverhampton, e incluso el Newcastle, que ahora empieza su partido en lo que es la despedida de St. James's Park de Kieran Trippier, o Trips, como le ha llamado St. James's Park, se podría clasificar también para esa octava plaza que daría acceso a Conference ante un West Ham que, si no gana en el día de hoy, podría descender el conjunto de Paco Gémez y de Nuno Espíritu Santo. De momento 0-0 en ese Newcastle West Ham. En Italia tenemos un partido en juego al minuto 32, empate a 0 entre Atalanta y Bolonia. El Atalanta con un punto acabaría en Conference, y tenemos ya la final de la ida de la Champions League en África. Ganó el Mamelodi Sundowns, el subcampeón de Liga, dirigido por Miguel Cardoso, en Pretoria 1-0 frente al FAR Rabat.
¿Cómo sigue? Falta un cuartito de hora, un poquito más para que terminen los partidos de la Primera Federación.
Muy bien, repasamos todos. Al 77, la mayoría: Mérida 1, Unionistas 1, Arenteiro 0, Ponfe 1, Athletic Club 1, Guadalajara 0, Celta 0, Lugo 0, Talavera 0, Orense 0, Racing Club de Ferrol 0, Osasuna Promesas 0, Real Avilés 1, Baracaldo 2, empate a 2 entre el Real Madrid Castilla y el Arenas de Guecho, victoria 3-0 contundente del ya ascendido Tenerife 3-0 en casa ante el Pontevedra. El Zamora le va ganando también en casa 1-0 al Cacereño. De esta manera, líder, como no puede ser de otra manera, el Tenerife con 76, en playoff Celta 65, Zamora 64 y con 57 Pontevedra y Real Madrid Castilla con 57, pero fuera se quedarían tanto la Ponfe como el Baracaldo, y por abajo ya con los descendido Guadalajara, descendido Arenteiro ahora mismo se estarían quedando con 40 puntos en descenso. Estos equipos, los 4-1 de la permanencia que le marca el cacereño con 41, con 40, se quedan en descenso. Talavera, Ourense, Osasuna, Promesas y Guadalajara.
¿Cómo empieza el segundo set en Roma de la gran final entre Sinner y Roots?
Pues un segundo set mucho más dominante por parte del italiano, va mandando 2-1 arriba, pero el noruego ha tenido en este tercer juego que salvar bola de break, se mantiene en el partido y hay que tener en cuenta de que esto para los intereses españoles no nos favorece mucho por esa lucha en el número 1 mundial, porque Carlitos Alcaraz, nuestro español, no va a conseguir los 1000 puntos, se le quitan por no haber participado en ese torneo, también en esa baja ya asegurada en Roland Garros, con lo cual muy bien Sinner, pero para los intereses españoles o en ese número 1 un poquito peor.
Vamos a dar una vuelta por el baloncesto. ¿Cómo sigue lo del Rocha Arena, Lázaro?
Pues la verdad es que interesantísimo, porque se ha empeñado Surna Bilbao Basket en seguirle el ritmo a Valencia Basket cuando parecía que estiraba. De hecho, el intercambio de canastas, sobre todo con un Jaworski absolutamente estratosférico que acumula 31 puntos hoy, de momento a 5.54 para llegar al final del partido. Valencia 71 más 1, Surna Bilbao Basket 72.
Y mientras abríamos un montón de canchas en primera división, arrancó lo del Buesa Arena desde las 6, Baskonia Cubran Granada. Hola, Walter Lertz.
Arratsaldeon, Isra, familia de Radio Marca. Así es, un partido que además empezó muy fuerte para el conjunto vitoriano con un parcial además de 14-4, pero donde luego los visitantes se han ido acercando además con una actuación estelar de Ali Begovic con 15 puntos en su casillero particular en un partido donde ha quedado quizá un poquito, vamos a decir, ocupado o apartado, ¿no?, por los rumores de una posible no continuidad de Galbiati. Habrá que ver qué sucede de aquí a final de temporada. Mientras tanto, el Baskonia busca esa segunda plaza de la ACB. 3 minutos para llegar al descanso. Baskonia 43, Granada 34.
Dos futbolistas se van seguro y otro posiblemente.
Sus compañeros disfrutando de este último calentamiento en casa en el
entraba con lágrimas en los ojos.
Griezmann y ponía: yo jugué 400 partidos con Griezmann, y una camiseta preciosa, y Griezmann se le veía emocionado, como comentabas tú antes.
Bueno, pues eso, con lágrimas en los ojos ha entrado al Metropolitano el Principito, el grandísimo, posiblemente uno de los mejores, para muchos el mejor futbolista de la historia del Atlético, Antoine Griezmann. ¿Qué hace el Chocota en Vallecas, Sergio?
Pues ahora mismo está calentando con el resto de sus compañeros, y Pablo, no hay ningún jugador que se haya cruzado con Chocota y le haya hecho una carantonia, un abrazo. Y si decías que entraba con lágrimas Griezmann, el Chocota ha entrado de momento con una sonrisa de oreja a oreja en este estadio de Vallecas.
Se va seguro Griezmann, se va seguro Trejo, se va probablemente Cazorla. ¿Qué hace el asturiano en el césped del Tartiere, Tatón?
Pues Santiago Cazorla, que hoy regresa a la titularidad, que hoy va a jugar en el 11, va a jugar de inicio en el Carlos Tartiere, está ahora mismo calentando. Es verdad que no es oficial que se vaya a retirar, dejaba la puerta abierta a seguir el año que viene en esa zona mixta del Santiago Bernabéu. Decía que se había visto bien de lesiones, que vería al acabar la temporada, se tomaría un tiempo para pensar esa decisión, así que hoy no es una despedida oficial, pero puede ser efectivamente el último partido de Santi Cazorla en el Carlos Tartiere.
Vamos a repasar los 11 partidos que empiezan en poco más de 20 minutos. Toda la emoción se centra en el Ciutat de Valencia. Se levante Mallorca a los 22. Arriba Lucón.
Por parte del Mallorca, Leo Román en portería, línea de 4 en defensa, Mojica y Mafeo los laterales con Valiente y David López en el centro de la zaga, Tridente en el centro del campo con Samu Costa y Morlanes como interiores, Sergi Darder por el centro, Tridente también ofensivo con Pablo Torre y Lumo a las bandas, en punta quién sino el Pirata Murici por parte de los locales. Por parte del Levante, Matthew Ryan en portería, línea de 4 en defensa con Manu Sánchez y Toyan en los laterales, Matías Moreno y Vera en el centro de la zaga, por delante Olas Sagasti y Arriaga, y el tridente ofensivo será Iker Losada y Iván Romero a las bandas, de enganche Pablo Martínez, por supuesto que sí, en punta Carlos Espí.
¿Qué hacen los equipos? Están calentando, imagino, ¿no?
De momento tan solo está calentando el Levante, porque el Mallorca ya se ha marchado
a vestuarios. Ha tardado un poquito el cuadro de Luis Castro, que estaba dando una charla motivacional en el vestuario al cuadro valenciano. Y hoy también, Pablo, un día especial para José Luis Morales, porque será su último partido con la camiseta azulgrana en el Ciutat de Valencia. El jugador madrileño tenía una opción de renovación automática si el equipo estaba en primera división. No ha querido ejercer esas conversaciones con el club, y de hecho hoy en el recibimiento masivo de la afición granota ha liderado la expedición valenciana en su llegada al Ciutat de Valencia.
11 del Martín del Valero, 11 del Elche, 11 del Getafe. Gil.
En el Elche Club de Fútbol, que formará Matías Dituro en portería, línea de defensa con Vigas, Azenguber y Chus, la izquierda para Valera, hacia la derecha para Tete Morente, centro del campo para Aguado, Villar y Diangana. Arriba referentes Álvaro Rodríguez y André da Silva. Se caen de este partido los sancionados Aleix, Febas y Petro por parte del Getafe. David Soria en portería, línea de defensa en la izquierda, Niome en la derecha, Iglesias centro de la zaga para Yené Duarte y Romero, centro del campo para Damián Cáceres y Luis Milla. Referentes arriba Rambarri, Mario Martín y Martín.
Algo noticiable en el calentamiento abajo, Sebas.
Pues calentando de momento los dos equipos. Lo más noticiable es que está lloviendo bastante en la grada, muchas butacas vacías, están la mayoría de la gente en los túneles, en los accesos, porque en teoría el estadio se iba a llenar hoy, iban a haber más de 31.000 personas, y ahora mismo estamos más o menos a un cuarto de entrada, a falta de 20 minutos, así que yo creo que la gente llegará un poquito tarde cuando amaine un poco la lluvia.
En más de la mitad de los escenarios posibles, en el 50,6% de los casos, el Elche sería equipo de segunda división. En el Tartiere, 11 del Oviedo, 11 del Alavés, Pablo.
Con dos novedades en el caso del Real Oviedo, dos novedades noticiables: la ausencia de Aaron Scandel, que lo había jugado todo, juega en su lugar Moldovan, línea de 4 atrás con Lucas Aijado en el lateral derecho, lateral izquierdo para Javi López, eje de la defensa con David Costas y Dani Calvo, centro del campo para Fonseca y Colombato, por delante el enganche Cazorla, que juega su primer partido titular con el míster, con el uruguayo Almada, por delante a una banda, a la izquierda Hassan, a la derecha Reina y arriba Fede Viñas. Alineación continuista de Quique Sánchez Flores, repite el 11 de que venció Mendizorroza al Barcelona. Antonio Sivera en portería, 3 centrales, Tenaglia, Koski, Víctor Parada de derecha a izquierda, Carril por la derecha, Ángel Pérez, Carril por la izquierda, Rebach, centro del campo con Antonio Blanco, asistido a la derecha por John Guridi y por la izquierda por Denis Suárez, y arriba en punta Tony Martínez e Ibrahim Diabate.
El Alavés, que ha tenido suerte por el calendario, le toca con el Oviedo ya descendido, y la última jornada con el Rayo, que estará, imaginad, con los dos ojos pensando en la final de la Conference. Tiene un casi 25% de opciones, en cualquier caso, de bajar a segunda. ¿Qué hace ahora mismo el equipo vitoriano en el césped, Tom?
Pues ahora mismo siguen calentando los futbolistas del Deportivo Alavés, porque los del Real Oviedo ya están dentro, ya están en el vestuario preparándose para saltar en un rato y jugar este partido. Siguen calentando los del Deportivo Alavés. Se nota ese nerviosismo, esas ganas en un partido en el que el Deportivo Alavés se puede salvar ya en primera división y en el que cuenta con mucha marea albiazul en las gradas del Carlos Tartiere.
22 protagonistas en el Metropolitano, José.
Por parte del Girona, Gazzaniga bajo palos, Arnau, Vitor Reis, Francés y Alex Moreno en defensa, Iván Martín y Bitzela. Es la dupla en el centro del campo, en una banda Brian, en la otra Joel Roca, engancha Unagi, arriba delantero de circunstancias, falso 9, Sigankov. Por parte del Atlético de Madrid, Jan Oblak bajo palos, izquierda Ruggeri, derecha Pubil, centrales Hansko y Robin Lenormand, Coque y Obed, pareja en el medio centro, Baena en la izquierda, Juliano en la derecha, Ademola Lugman será el último acompañante de Antoine Griezmann.
¿Algún detalle del calentamiento previo, Ainhoa?
El detalle es, mira, si puedes escuchar, Antoine Griezmann se está marchando ahora mismo. Es verdad que hay muy poquita gente todavía, pero este es el sonido del Metropolitano. Yo creo que se escucha más la megafonía, ¿no?
Mucho más.
Es que es insoportable, pero sí, se marcha ahora mismo. Está Llorente, está Pablo Barrios, que han venido a vestidos de calle a la zona de banquillos, estaban abrazándose con Antoine Griezmann, que, como digo, se marcha ya. Ha entrado llorando, tiene pinta de que va a ser un día de muchas emociones aquí en el Metropolitano.
Va a llorar más. 11 y 11 en el Sadar Obama.
Pues como siempre, por deferencia con los visitantes, juega el Español con Dimitrovic entre maderas para defender línea de 4, el Hilali en derecha, izquierda Carlos Romero, macizo central Riedel y Cabrera, para crear con Dolan en derecha, izquierda Peremilla, Sala de máquinas, Urco González, Paul Lozano, arriba y para el gol, Edu Expósito y un hijo casi de la casa, el obrero del gol, Quique García enfrente, Osasuna, sin sorpresas, vuelta a la titularidad de Sergio Herrera, línea de 4 con Rosier en derecha, Bretones en izquierda, eje central, Boyo Mocatena, por delante Moncayola, Torró, derecha Rubén García, el Joker, izquierda, el balón rojo que vuelve a ser titular también el Pájaro Aymar de enganche, arriba y para el gol, un cisne, un mutante Budimir.
¿Te fijas en algo abajo, Iker?
Pues que ya se marchan con una ovación cerrada, por parte de Indargorri, por parte del Sadar, que ya está casi repleto y con muchas ganas de conseguir 3 puntos que se resisten.
22 protagonistas en el Sánchez Pizjuán, Pineda.
Odiseas Blajodimos bajo palos como guardián de Nervión, 4 en defensa para Carmona, Castrín, Quique Salas y Gaby Suazo. Centro del campo en el doble pivote, Nimán Yagudel y Gibril Sou. Por la derecha Vargas, por la izquierda Oso. En la punta del ataque Nil Mupé, junto al hombre gol, junto al hombre permanencia, Acoradas por parte del Real Madrid. Forma con Courtois bajo palos, Carvajal, Rudiger, Hausen y Fran García en línea defensiva. Centro del campo para Tchouaméni, escoltado por Thiago Pitars y por Bellingham. Arriba el triplete, arriba esos 3 jugadores con más calidad que el resto, Brahim Díaz, Vinicius Junior y Kylian Mbappé.
Toribio, ¿cuentas algo?
Se acaban de retirar los 2 equipos, el Sevilla irá de blanco, el Madrid de azul. Se va poblando ese fondo de Nervión, el fondo más bullicioso. Por cierto, ha sido un error de la Liga. El capitán del Madrid será Dani Carvajal. La foto del calentamiento la protagonizó Raúl Asencio. Hoy suplente, se sentó en la típica neverita que estaba en el círculo central, completamente relajado para ver la rueda de lanzamientos de sus compañeros, a Courtois y a Sergio Mestre. Todo preparado, suena la sintonía del plus de toda la vida, desafío total, el Sevilla busca la salvación.
11 Sena, 9 Real Sociedad y Valencia, John.
Con 9 cambios de Matarazzo con respecto al 11 de Montilivi. Remiro en portería, Aritz que se despide lateral derecho, ahí en lateral izquierdo, Zubeldia, John Martín, Soler, Turrientes, Zaharian, que yo creo que no va a jugar más con la Real, Bryce, que yo creo que Ancheco pareció en el enganche con Pablo Marín y Ori Óscarson. En el 11 de Corberán bailan los laterales por necesidad, Dimitreski en portería, Unai Núñez, Jesús Vázquez con Chomer y Tárrega, Guido y Ugrinich por Pepelo en el doble pivote con Javi Guerra por delante, Diego López derecha, Luis Rioja izquierda, arriba para el gol Hugo Duro.
¿Algún detalle que quieras contar, Eneco?
Desconozco si lo hace siempre, pero se ha retirado Javi Guerra como último integrante del 11 titular del Valencia, entrenando de manera personalizada con un asistente de Corberán, así que pendientes de si finalmente el de Gilet es el mediapunta del Valencia o si hay un cambio de última hora.
Nos quedan 2 partidos en Vallecas y en Bilbao. Rayo Villarreal, 11 es Villa.
El 11 del equipo visitante con Arnau Tenas en la portería, Mourinho, Canguada, Rafa Marini y Sergi Cardona en defensa con Comesaña y Papkey en el doble pivote, Buchanan y Moleiro en bandas, arriba a Jose Yoluguasegui. Batalla en portería para el Rayo, Chavarría, Pate, Cisleyen y Ratio en defensa, Unai López y Óscar Valentina. En la sala de máquinas con De Frutos en la derecha, Camello en la izquierda, engancha por última vez en Vallecas, Óscar Trejo por detrás de Alemão.
Me quedan solo los de San Mamés, Alberto.
Vamos con... Ahí va. ¿Se me oye?
Sí, perfectamente.
Ah, vale, que se había cortado de repente todo. Vamos con los 11 en el conjunto del Celta de Vigo, Conrado en portería, con Javi Rodríguez, Joel Lago, Marcos Alonso, Javi Rueda, Fer López, Ilais Moriba, Sergio Carreira, con Jutgla, Borja Iglesias y Schwebter en la punta de ataque por parte del conjunto rojiblanco. En la retirada de Valverde, del Athletic y del Ecue en San Mamés, jugarán con Unai Simón en portería, Gorosabel, Geray, Laporte, Berchiche, Ruiz de Galarreta, Jaureguizar, Iñaki Williams, Unai Gómez, Berenguer, Gorka Guruceta.
Marca Dor.
El deporte es nuestro.
Radio Marca.
Un mito, un genio, una leyenda, cada uno que lo califique, lo etiquete como quiere, pero sobre todo una gran persona.
Radio Marca ha sido un compañero para muchas mañanas, andando por el entrenamiento a Valdebebas. Esta horita de coche, muchos consejos, sí. Te agradezco, lo pasé bien, era un compañero bonito en el tráfico de Madrid.
¿Alguna vez algún frenazo del susto?
No, tonterías muchas.
Y tendrá la tribu que a todo el mundo le mola.
Hola, buenas. Dígame. Venía por eso que se juega con un balón, que juegan 11 y hay que meter la pelotita en una portería. ¿Fútbol? Eso. Pues mire, tenemos Liga, Copa, Champions, Mundiales de clubs, Nations League. Y de lo de meter una pelotita en un aro metálico, baloncesto. Eso. De eso tenemos la Liga Andesa, las finales de la NBA, la Euroliga. Y lo de los coches esos que van a toda velocidad, Fórmula 1. Eso. Todos los grandes premios. Y lo de las motos que van... todos también. Y lo de la raquetita esta que le dan tenis. Todos los torneos. Anda ya. En Radio Marca tenemos todo el deporte. ¿Y les cabe en una sola radio? Por supuesto que sí. 24/7, 365. ¿Es un teléfono? ¿Un número de referencia? No, hombre, no. Que tenemos todos los días todo el deporte. Todos los meses, todos los años. ¡Qué barbaridad! Porque Radio Marca es la radio del deporte.
Desafío para ti, porque es muy fácil decir soy el que más sabe de fútbol en el grupo de WhatsApp, en el bar, donde sea, pero ahora te va a tocar demostrarlo, y este año se demuestra en Movistar Fantasy Marca, en el Mundial de Fútbol que arranca el 11 de junio. Crea tu equipo con jugadores de todo el mundo, compite contra tus amigos y pelea cada punto como si estuvieras en el banquillo. Más de 1000 futbolistas, puntuaciones en tiempo real y el orgullo del juego desde el primer día. Yo ya estoy dentro de Movistar Fantasy Marca y te aviso, aquí no se regala nada, así que acepta el desafío, entra en tu móvil, descárgala gratis y demuestra si de verdad eres el que más sabe. Movistar Fantasy Marca, este mundial no se habla, se juega.
Actualizamos resultados del grupo 1 de la primera federación, ya a punto de terminar.
Muy cerquita del término todos, de hecho todos en el alargue. Mérida 1, Unionistas 1, Arenteiro 0, Ponfe 1, Athletic 2, Guadalajara 1, Celta 0, Lugo 0, Talavera 0, Ourense 0, Ferrol 0, Osasuna B 0, Real Avilés 1, Baracaldo 3, Real Madrid Castilla 2, Arenas de Guecho 2, Tenerife 3, Pontevedra 0 y Zamora 1, Cacereño 1. Cuidado con este tanto del Cacereño, que va a mover un poquito las cosas por arriba, porque ahora mismo líder destacado con 76 el Tenerife, al playoff con 65 el Celta Fortuna, 62. A pesar de eso, el Zamora no va a perder la plaza, no va a perder el puesto, y con 57 el Pontevedra y el Real Madrid Castilla con 57 de cara a la última se quedan fuera. Están ganando ambos, tanto la Ponfe en el Toralín como el Baracaldo. Por abajo ya ha descendido Arenteiro, ahora mismo están en descenso con 40, y cuidado porque ya se marca en 42 la permanencia por parte del Cacereño con el empate, con 40 el Talavera, el Ourense, Osasuna Promesas y Guadalajara.
Muy cerquita de terminar lo del Rocha Arena Baloncesto Liga Andesa, Javi.
Pues sí, porque esto se acaba ya, quedan 5, 4, ahora hay falta en pista, con lo cual esto prácticamente está agotado. Es verdad que a 4 se está quedando Bilbao, es verdad que ahora habrá 2 tiros para Brancubadio, 4 arriba los valencianos, 4.8 para acabar, 87 Valencia, 83 Surre Bilbao.
Ahora voy con los tribunos, el marcador.
El deporte es nuestro.
Radio Marca.
Si no es gusto, olfato, tacto o vista. Si no es gusto, olfato, tacto o vista, entonces es oído. Y si es oído, es Radio Marca.
¿Y si ves la tertulia de la tribu o algún programa en YouTube?
Bueno, entonces también es vista y gusto de vivir todo el deporte.
Yo lo digo. En Radio Marca.
La radio del deporte. Diario de a bordo. El viaje durará 20 lunas y llevamos 20 marineros. El viento es favorable. El destino es desconocido, pero sabemos qué rumbo tomar. Para viajar, seguiremos el Paralelo 20. Paralelo 20, el programa de viajes de Radio Marca, los sábados a las 9 de la mañana con Marcial Corrales.
Hemos renovado la sección de podcast. Ya puedes escucharnos en tu plataforma favorita o entrando en Radio Marca sección podcast.
Y no te pierdas nada, pájaro.
Busca tu programa, dale al play y vuelve a escucharlo cuando quieras.
Radio Marca.
una reducida por partido, pero en general, pues mucho más grande de lo normal, porque claro, son 9 encuentros.
La tribuna es gigantesca, así que pues no hace falta de que lo diga. Ruego mucha brevedad a cada uno porque sois muchos. Levante Mallorca, hola Jorge Segura, muy buenas.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
¿Cómo lo ves?
Pues veo que puede salvarse y que puede bajar, así que imagínate, ¿no?
Pues
en el caso del Levante. Y el Mallorca, pues 3/4 de lo mismo, ¿no? Es un partido complicadísimo, como todos los que se juegan la vida, y en el que los pequeños detalles seguro que van a marcar mucho lo que pase, no solo hoy, sino en el resto de encuentros donde hay algo en juego.
Insisto, 46,30 opciones de bajar del Levante, 43,4 del Mallorca. Del Elche, Martínez Valero, Elche Getafe. Hola Gaspar Díez, muy buenas.
Buenas tardes.
¿Cómo lo ves?
Pues el Elche desperdició una final contra el Alavés, tiene una segunda y tiene que hacer valer desde el minuto 0, que es mucho más importante para el Elche la permanencia que Europa para el Getafe. 2 bajas muy importantes, la de Eder Sarabia en el banquillo y sobre todo la de Alex Febas en el centro del campo, que ha ido con Petrot y han hecho piña, ha habido un gran recibimiento y llueve en el Martínez Valero.
Elche tiene un 50,6% de opciones de bajar y el Getafe evidentemente peleando por entrar en Europa. En el Sadar, Osasuna Español, venga, cuéntamelo Javi.
Pues se acaba ya definitivamente el partido en el Rocha Arena, definitivamente por 5 se lo lleva Valencia. Bien y mucho peleó sin duda de Bilbao Basket con ese 31 puntos de Jaworski. Hoy aquí en el Arena, 88 Valencia, 83 Bilbao.
Gracias Lázaro, un abrazo.
Un abrazo, hasta ahora chicos.
En el Sadar decía Osasuna Español. Hola Enrique Martín Monreal, muy buenas.
Hola, buenas tardes, ¿qué tal?
Metropolitano here in the capital Madrid for an important clash between the host Atletico against Girona. There's plenty of things will be happening today. Firstly is Antoine Griezmann, who's starting for the host, and it's going to be his last ever game for the Atletico Madrid side. Their top goal scorer with 212 goals. He obviously got one more chance tonight to break his own record. But when it comes to the tables concerned, they're already qualified for the Champions League. But for Girona, they're still in trouble and they can still face relegation come next weekend. It's about 18 degrees at the moment in Madrid. It's slightly raining at the moment, but I'm sure the broadcast is supposed to be getting a bit clearer later on, but nevertheless, it's going to affect the pitch. We shall wait and see how it goes along. Diego Simeone, who's got a clause in the summer to leave the club, but that has been ignored by both sides, so he will be their manager for the 15th season next come September, and he's got Jan Oblak in goal, Jerry Hanko, Obed Vargas, Coquet in that central midfield, and then Lookman and his last game in the Metropolitano, and he is a club top goal scorer. And of course, they've chosen Gazaniga in goal, the captain Arnaud Martinez, Alejandro Frances, Victor Gil, as you know, Nahi and Joe Roca just behind Victor Sigan. Girona, and of course, looking at the table as it stands, there are 15 players with Alaves below them on goal difference on 16th. Elche was 17th, Mallorca 18th, and Levante on 19th. Have accumulated the points for La Liga to get that extra 5th place. Of course, only found out a week and a half ago, but nevertheless, we'll keep you up to date and we'll keep you how Girona will be in the standing throughout the match. Atletico Madrid playing with the usual red and white stripes. And as far as Girona are concerned, of course, Girona, they need an important win today Michel knows that any point will do. Wearing all yellow jersey, the away colours. Hasn't been the best of season for Girona, to be fair, but I think as far as they're concerned, having so many clubs around them in that relegation fight, and the referee Alejandra Ruiz just making the final preparations. It's going to be Atletico who gets off and running, and it's going to be the man himself, Antoine Griezmann, getting the show on the road. I'm sure getting a massive round of ovation when he will get substituted, I'm sure, at some stage throughout the match. He's achieved plenty of trophies in his career. La Liga in 2014, Europa League in 2018, and of course the World Cup with France the same year. Previously played for Real Sociedad, that's where he started. He moved to Barcelona before joining to Atletico Madrid. He played over 3 stints for the club. He always end up coming back, and looks like he is retiring. Club and the city that he loves. Moment with left-hand corner flag. It's going to be Alex Moreno, the former Aston Villa man. We have to fade it quickly. There's plenty of Madrid players inside the Girona half. Eventually Moreno, long ball forward, match find Joe Roca, and it's coming from the left hand side. He's been chased by 2 players. He was brought down by Marc Babel, but the referee says play on, and in the hands of Oblak, who released the ball straight away. I'm sure VAR will be looking at this. Still complaining here, Roca, while we waiting for the VAR decision. It's Madrid on possession at the moment. Doesn't look like there was 5 touches here by Marc Babel, the 22-year-old. Now the ball forward for the home side, and this time it's picked up by Vargas. Crossing the ball inside the penalty area. It was great defending right in front of Lookman. Brilliant defending came from Ivan Martin. Victor Reyes. No ball forward. Only managed to find the Madrid player, Robin Lenormand, and now Griezmann down the middle, passing the ball, magnified Lookman. That was great defending again by Vitor Reyes. In the process, the referee is given a free kick. It's an offside against the Nigerian, Ademola Lookman, as he joined from Atalanta in January. Nigeria international, joining his former colleague in Atlanta, Matteo Ruggeri, who of course joined in the summer himself, and both won the Europa League with Atalanta a couple of seasons ago in emphatic fashion. Now the ball forward straight away from Gazzaniga. Only managed to find Obed Vargas down the middle. The ball now switched to the right hand side, and Simeone trying to use the space. Decide to send the ball down the middle. We know how good they can be with these short passes here, and lovely play down the middle. Managed to find Pobal inside the penalty area. It was a late push by the 22-year-old who was on Ivan Martin inside the box. It's going to be free kick for Girona. Of course, Pobal playing as a right back, as we mentioned, and now Axel Witsel trying to go around 2-3 players. He was surrounded from all of them, and he ended up giving the ball away inside his own half, picked up by Griezmann to Alex Bayana, to Griezmann once more on the edge of the penalty area, and Bayana with a shot, and that was a great block by the Belgian Witsel. And now they're trying to go on a counter-attack here, Girona. Lovely play Sending the ball to the right hand side and managed to find Brian Gale. He's still coming forward. He's still got the space. And now Roger right in front of him, trying to cut through. Down the ball. He has a shot, and that was close, but he just goes wide. A great attempt by the 25-year-old Brian Gale. Managed to pick up the ball from the halfway line. He came across through down the middle, and from 20 yards out, it was centimetres away from Jan Oblak's right-hand post. Good chance here for Girona, and it's a good start for the away side, and they know they need points. 1 or 3, either of them will be very beneficial. I can tell you the first goal that we've seen already is Real Sociedad now leading Valencia by a goal to nil. And Athletic Bilbao are losing at home to Celta Vigo by a goal to nil. And as it stands, Valencia will stay at 43 points and Girona on 41 points. Of course, Valencia all the way up to 12th. Nevertheless, still early days here in La Liga. We'll keep you up to date with all the rest of the match goals as they happen across Spain. And that was a move for Griezmann. He was brought down by the referee. I think it is a good tackle here by Martin. You can see Diego Simeone was not happy with that decision. It was only a throw-in the end. Of course, Diego Simeone is definitely been confirmed. He's staying for next season as manager. It's going to be his 15th season with the club, and that's a long ball forward. Beautiful play. Managed to find Joe Rocco on the left-hand side of penalty area. Managed to go a ramp about, trying to cross. The ball could not be kept in the end by the 20-year-old. It's going to be a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. Just past the 6-minute mark, still 0-0. Of course, next weekend, the last weekend of La Liga, Girona will be playing against Elche, who themselves, as it stands, they are in trouble as well. Because Elche are 17th with 40 points, Girona on 41. And now Girona managed to get a free kick. It was a late challenge by Robin Lindomad. This time the Moroccan Azzedine Ounahi is from a dangerous position. It's about 3 yards away from the left-hand side of the penalty area, and this is a good chance for the away side. Trying to take the lead is Ounahi himself alongside Alex Merino standing behind the ball. Now Brian Hill taking the place off Merino. In fact, looks like it's Ounahi going to take it. And Brian Hill's just gone to his left. The line of players halfway through inside the penalty area. It's only two-man wall here. Ounahi with a cross. A header has been flicked up. And a ball overhead kick, this time by Vitor Reyes. It was from 10 yards out, but it went straight in the hands of Jan Oblak. Not a bad effort here by Girona. That's the second big chance. First one from Brian Hill, who's millimeters away from Jan Oblak's left-hand post, and then a few moments to go. It's a chance for Vitor Reyes. An overhead kick, but it went straight to Oblak. And now there's still possession here in Madrid, and trying to get the ball to Griezmann and managed to do so, and now trying to release Simeone on the left, headed away by Martinez. But Madrid keeping the ball in the end, all the way back to the skipper, Koke. Who's playing his 740th game for the club. Since he'd been promoted from the academy back in 2009. Scored 49 goals so far. And of course, he just waiting and waiting for 50th game. Only one goal so far in this campaign. And now the ball chipped forward. It was not a bad effort here by Obed Vargas, but in the end, no one with the same wavelength. And now trying to go on the counter-attack here. Long throw by Gazaniga. Match front Ounahi. Still coming forward deep inside the Madrid half. Managed to find Sigankov, but Sigankov has the shot. He wasn't in an offside position, but he did give it a go in the end. The Ukrainian international. The minute that Ounahi released the ball to him, he was to his left, but Sigankov knew he was on offside, but he just gave it a go. It'll be a goal kick, played quickly by Jan Oblak to Robin Lindomad. Even with the injury that he had early on in the season, the 29-year-old still playing his 27th match of the campaign. Black. Likewise, he did miss out on injury in a few games. He was brilliantly deputized by Juan Musso, the 31-year-old Argentine, who himself joined from Atalanta in the summer. And now Girona managed to get the ball away from Madrid inside their own half, and Onahi passes the ball back deep inside the Madrid half. Onahi picks up the ball again, more towards the left-hand side. He got the support from Marino. And now Onahi gets a returning ball. Lovely 1-2 here on the edge of the penalty area. Managed to go in on the left-hand side, but that was good defending by Robin Linomad. And now Madrid trying to get out their own half. And now Griezmann switching ball to the left-hand side, deep inside the Girona half. Picked up by Lookman. Lookman against Francis, trying to go around it, but in the end, Francis with the braid defending 2 yards outside the penalty area. Braid defending by the 23-year-old. Initially, Lookman won the race. Alejandro Francis managed to recover in the end of that important challenge. We're yet to see a shot or chance for the home side, but Girona already had two important ones, one from Brian Hill and the second one from Vitor Reyes. And now they're in possession with the ball. Onahi from the left-hand side, deep inside the Madrid half again. He's trying to cut through a few players. Managed to find Roca, chips the ball inside the 6-yard box, and what a miss by Brian Hill. Another chance. The ball for Atletico Madrid. It's going to be free kick inside their own half here, and played quickly by Koke. Of course, Koke is their all-time record appearance with 740 games, where Antoine Griezmann, their all-time top goal scorer, 211 games so far in 500 games. A remarkable achievement for the Frenchman. Like we said, we'll keep you up to date with the rest of the games, and I can tell you Sevilla is one of the clubs in danger of relegation. They're training to Real Madrid at home by 1-0. It's making things interesting, but as far as Girona is concerned, that result will be going towards their favour. And now Madrid through Lookman, pass the ball down the middle, couldn't find Griezmann in the end. And now Girona through Onahi. We just passed the 15th minute mark, still 0-0, but it's been a good start here by the away side. And now in possession with the ball, Axel Witsel to Alex Marino, just inside our own half in the left-hand side. We might have Witsel and Marino both in their 30s, but they had quite a few youngsters as well, with Arnau Martinez, the 23-year-old, who's in possession with the ball at the moment, and Joe Rocca, the 20-year-old, and likewise with Vitor Reyes and Alejandro Francis in their early 20s. They can manage to stay in La Liga. I'm sure they'll be keeping them. They've been a great asset with great individual performances throughout the season, regardless of the position they're in. And to be fair, it's 10 teams, not just the one or two. It's 10 clubs, and all are in a position that any of them could be relegated and joining Real Oviedo next weekend. Of course, it's the final weekend of La Liga. Arnau Martinez, the captain, deep inside the Atletico half. Going to find a space, and this time managed to find Sigankov on the right-hand side. In the end, it goes all the way back deep inside their own half through Vitor Reyes, and now Axel Witsel got the ball, but he nearly lost it to Alex Bayana. And now the pressure from Madrid players on that defensive line. Three good chances here. The best one of all from Brian Hill, across from the left, and an open goal from 6 yards out. He headed the ball, but 2-3 yards to Oblak left-hand post. An open goal for the 25-year-old, but it was not taken. That could be a massive turning point if Atletico Madrid do score. And now Madrid managed to get a free kick halfway through inside the Girona half. It's going to be the captain. Koke plays it short. Managed to find Ruggieri. Long ball across to the right-hand side. Trying to find Simeone. Managed to keep the ball in and cross it down the middle. There's no one waiting for it, and now Girona trying to go on a counter-attack and trying to fight Sigankov. Oblak have to go way off his line. He lost the ball and picked up this one by Ivan Martin, but lucky for Oblak that no one was there around him, but there's still possession here. Girona with Alex Marino, 20 yards out, switching the ball to the left-hand side, managed to find Roca inside the penalty area, trying to go across through down the middle to Axel Witsel. Managed to find Arnaud Martinez down the middle to Witsel. What a mistake that would have been by the 33-year-old Slovenian international in goal for Madrid. Came way off his own penalty area, but more or less gave the ball straight away to the opposition player. And now he's coming off again, and this time it's right in front of Gil, but this time dealt with it very well and managed to find David Hanko. Managed to find a colleague of his own inside their own half at the moment. Good defending by the 28-year-old Slovakian. His 28th goal, 28th game, in fact, for Madrid this season. I can tell you, Oviedo now trailing to Alaves by 1-0, which means as it stands, Alaves go above Girona, and Girona drop to 16th with only Elche, Mallorca and Levante behind them. And now Griezmann once more. Managed to find Vargas, switching the ball to the left-hand side of the penalty area. Managed to pick up Lookman. Lookman, lovely base through down the middle. 1-1 with the keeper with Griezmann. Great save by Gazzaniga. A brilliant chance. 1-1 by the Frenchman. Paolo Gazzaniga managed to provide a brilliant save, the Argentine. It was from the left-hand side of the 6-yard box, but nevertheless, the captain managed to find the target. Now they got the corner, second corner, no, it's played away, and they hit the crossbar. The ball's been cleared away, hasn't been cleared that much yet, and it goes once more for Atletico Madrid. And now Koke on the left-hand side, deep inside the Girona half. Bayana to Rogeri. Rogeri trying to keep the ball in, he managed to do so. And now the ball's been picked up by Gil, but he lost it again, and now Bayana crossed the ball inside the penalty area, headed away by Vitor Reyes. And Madrid is still getting the loose ball, and now Desmond inside the 6-yard box, and that is the first goal of the match. And it took 21 minutes for Atletico Madrid to take the lead. It comes through the Nigerian Ademola Lookman. His 4th goal of the campaign, his 4th goal for the club since moving from Atalanta in January. It's Atletico Madrid 1, Girona 0. We'll tell you how that affected the table very, very surely. It was a mouse of pressure here for Madrid, and managed to find Griezmann on the right-hand side, just inside the penalty area, across the ball inside the 6-yard box. But Lookman, from 5 yards out, managed to beat Alejandro Frances to the ball, placing it to the right-hand side of Paolo Gazzaniga. And talking about tables, Girona dropped to 17th. Mallorca still now 18th, and Levante 19th is still 0-0 with Mallorca and Levante. So it doesn't look good at the moment for Girona. In fact, with that goal, with all the games happening at the moment, Girona will drop down to 19th place. The goal difference has just been changed, and they are behind Mallorca in 18th, Levante in 17th, all 3 clubs with 40 points. But Girona are in deep, deep trouble. Of course, they were playing Elche next weekend, and as far as Elche is concerned, they're leading Getafe by 1-0. So at this moment in time here. It doesn't look good for Girona. They managed to nick the ball away from Madrid down the middle. Managed to pick up Onahi. Managed to go around Robin Ahmad. It's pulled by the 29-year-old in the end. And it's going to be free kick halfway through inside the Atletico Madrid half. And a yellow card for Robin Ahmad. He went around the Spaniard, the Moroccan. In the end, you have to pull the shirt to keep him around. Of course, he also got a yellow card in the last game. That was away to Osasuna, so it's 2 yellow cards in 2 matches for Robin Ahmad. But he'll have to deal with the free kick. About 15 yards away down the middle. The 4-men wall by Madrid, about 2 yards outside the penalty area, and it's going to be Onahi. It lifts there this time to Sigankov. He was on target. Oblak only have to move slightly to his right to pick up the ball. It wasn't a bad effort here by the Ukrainian. It wasn't to beat the Slovenian in goal for Atletico Madrid. Of course, Atletico Madrid is one of 5 clubs already qualified for the Champions League, alongside Villarreal, Real Madrid, Real Betis, and the champions Barcelona. And now they lost the ball again, and now 3 against 3, and they're moving here with through Onai, but the referee has stopped play, and he's asking the ball to go back. Initially, the referee didn't give a free kick for Atletico, and he let the play resume for about 2-3 seconds. So it was a late whistle by Mr. Alejandro Ruiz. They're on the move again. Managed to find Alex Bayana. The referee has given a free kick against Girona deep inside their own half on the right hand side. It was a challenge prior to that against Koke, but the referee nearly saw the advantage. It's going to be a dangerous free kick here. About 2-3 yards away from the right hand touchline. It's going to be taken by number 10, Alex Bayana, the 24-year-old, the former Villarreal man. He's having a really good season here. It's just moving from the Yellow Submarines. Another cross inside the penalty box. Cleared away, and now Onai trying to go on a counter on his own again, through down the middle. Managed to cross the halfway line, and he got the support on the right here from Onai Martinez. And now Ivan Martin, lovely play. Managed to find Onai again. Onai to Sigankov, to Brian Hill on the right inside the penalty. Across the ball down the middle. But it's a bit too much in the end for Joe Reca. Ball goes out, play. It's going to be a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. I'm sure the manager, Michel, will be looking back at the chances they had. 2 by Brian Hill. And one of them, a header with an open goal from 5 yards out. Completely missing the target. And that proved costly. As you see his team trailing by a goal to 0, and now they're in relegation zone with one more game to go. Madrid once more. Simeone down the middle. Managed to find Lookman. Managed to get inside the penalty area. He managed to get Bayana on the left-hand side. Bayana trying to find a space. Managed to find Lookman again. Down across, down the middle. Managed to go players. Another shot, and that just goes wide by the Nigerian. It wasn't a bad effort here. He scored his 2nd goal of the match. Ademola Lookman. It's a good effort in the end. Still leading by a goal to 0, Madrid. It's Girona now with Alex Moreno deep inside the Atletico Madrid half, and they're trying to find a space at the moment. It seems like the only player trying to go around the players is the Moroccan, is Dino Nahi, the 26-year-old. Of course, he joined in the summer from Marseille. 5 goals so far in this campaign. He needs the ball now, not far from the left-hand side of the penalty area. trying to get the ball back, but it was a bad pass here, but Roca gets the ball, but and Sigankov down the middle. But that was good defending. Started by Ruggieri, deep inside his own penalty area. That mistake would have been costly here for Madrid. Ruggieri right in front of Sigankov, clears the ball away, and the throw and play quickly. O'Nahi, lovely play in. He's still with the ball. He has the shot, and that was a good save by Oblak. O'Nahi, he might be on the losing side at the moment, but he's literally been the star of the show. First big chance on target. It needed Jan Oblak to dive to his right from 20 yards out. But he's been the only one so far in that Girona side who's really been having the skills to go around the Atletico players. And now the ball forward went out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Girona, but Giuliano Simeone is still complaining. Still thinks that the last touch did come from Alex Moreno. And now they're coming this time from the right-hand side. And to find Ivan Martin trying to cross through down the middle. Managed to get the support from the Brazilian, Vitor Reyes. Ona Martinez just on the halfway line. Martinez. As it stands, the 19th place Girona. It doesn't look good at the moment, especially with Elche winning. Or 16th, 2 points above them. Mallorca still 0-0 with 40 points, and like with Levante, still drawing as well. But Girona, they're really trying at the moment, and they lost the ball just outside the Madrid half. And now a long ball towards the left-hand side, and picked up by Moreno. Moreno trying to go around the player on the edge of the penalty area, managed to get in, trying to pass the ball down across down the middle, but only managed to find O'Nahi. O'Nahi with a cross inside the 6-yard box, and Siga got across through down the middle, and he was brought down. The referee says play on, but Gale again from 10 yards out, and the boy goes over the bar by the Spaniard. They're claiming they should be getting a penalty here, Girona. There's plenty of protest by the away side. I think they claim that Robin Lino Mad blocked the Ukrainian Sigankov inside the 6-yard box. VAR checking at the moment. Otherwise it would be a corner from the left for Girona. And it has been checked and cleared. The first corner of the match coming from the left. Sigankov inside the penalty area. Header goes up in the air, and then Griezmann clears the ball away as far as the halfway line. And now Girona gets the ball once more to O'Nahi, just inside the Madrid half on the left-hand side. Trying to go around Simeone, but that was great defending, this time from the Argentinian. And now Lukman across the halfway line, managed to find the support, managed to find Bayana coming forward through from the left-hand side, trying to cut through down the middle. He finds Griezmann on the left, and that was a shot. Good save by Gazzaniga, and on the rebound again, and a double save by the Argentine. And the ball goes out of play for a throw-in on the right-hand side. It was also from the left by the Frenchman. First one was on target. Good save by the Argentine, Gazzaniga. And there's another shot with another save. And now Simeone from the throw-in about 5-6 yards away from the left-hand corner flag. A long throw deep inside the penalty area. Flick forward by Lionel Matt. Cleared away by Ivan Martin. And now the ball up in the air between a few set of players, and in the end the ball is settled with Martin himself. Long ball forward. It's been chased this time by Joe Roca. Deep inside the Madrid half, trying to cut through down the middle. Not putting players back. O'Nahi down the middle. Go around Koke inside the penalty area. Lovely skills. Can he finish? It took a slight deflection of Ruggieri. And a straight in the hand of the keeper, Jan Oblak. What a performance by O'Nahi. He definitely deserves something from this match. What a skill by the Moroccan. But managed to go around 2-3 players. But in the end, the shot managed to take a slight deflection by the Italian Ruggieri. Slowed down the ball. And I can tell you, Mallorca now are trading away to Levante by a goal to nil, but Girona once more on the counter, leg ball down the middle. Wasn't a bad attempt here by Arnaud Martinez, the captain, straight in the hands of Jan Oblak. And all of a sudden, Girona managed to have another lease of life here. Had really good chances in the first 15 minutes, and it's gone wasted twice from Brian Hill, including that one-on-one with the goal. An empty goal it was, and that's a long ball forward. Simeone from the right hand side down the middle, and now it's another goal for Lookman. But the referee have whistles for offside. It'll be free kick for Girona in the end. And this looked like initial ball. Simeone was offside. And now Girona once more managed to cross the halfway line with Alex Merino on the left-hand side. Merino, former Aston Villa man. Of course, he also played for Real Betis. He was part of the Copa del Rey winning side back in 2022. And now switched the ball to the right. Picked up by Brian Hill. But how much he regrets that big chance to put Girona in the lead. There's a few goals happening at the moment. Just try and see what Girona can do with this attack. Onai managed to fire Roca. Onai picks up the ball, this time from the left-hand side. They're trying to cut through down the middle and pass the ball inside the 6-yard box, and again safely in the hands of Jan Oblak. So as it stands, Levante are leading Mallorca by a goal to nil. Elche leading Getafe with the same scoreline. Osasuna losing at home now to Espanyol by a goal to nil. Rayo Vallecano leading Villarreal by a goal to nil. Most importantly, Alaves leading away to Real Oviedo, and Valencia now are leading Real Sociedad by 2-1. It's not making things any easier here for Girona. They're still in relegation zone, but with that goal conceded by Mallorca, they're in 19th place, 39 points. Girona now are 40th. 2 points behind Levante, who are leading at this moment in time with 42 points. It's all going crazy in La Liga. And now the ball released quickly here by Girona. It's picked up by Joe Rock on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Managed to get in, 2 players in front of him, trying to go around and play. Managed to find the pass, cross through down the middle, cleared away by Madrid. It's going to be thrown in on the left-hand side. Played quickly by Merino to Witzel, passing through down the middle through Onai, but Onai lost the ball this time around without a free kick against the captain, Koke. Of course, he is the team captain, but today, as Antoine Griezmann's last ever game for the club, he's taking on the captaincy. Alex Merino, lovely play inside the penalty. He has a shot, and it's a great save by Oblak. It hasn't been cleared as yet. Arnaud Martinez, another cross. But this time, it was headed away by Marc Pobel. It's going to be another corner for Girona. Lovely play here by the 30-year-old Merino. It was half cross, half short, but in the end, it needed Oblak to be well alert. And the corner played quickly, play short, picked up by Atletico Madrid, and now they're trying to go on a counter-attack. Picked up by Lookman, ball down the middle. Bayana releasing Lookman again, deep inside the Girona half on the left-hand side. And now against Francis, but plenty of players now are back for the away side. Still in possession of Atletico Madrid, Alex Bayana. Sending the ball down the middle to Lenormand, to the right-hand side of the penalty area, Marc Pobel. He's got support now from Simeone, decided against it, sending it to Koke once more. Been a very, very exciting game, but Girona, they might live to regret the chance that they had early on in the first half, especially Brian Hill. And now they're coming forward once more, still inside their own half through Roca. And he's been harassed by a couple of players, Vargas, and he managed to do it very well, the Mexican. To Simeone, cross the ball inside the Sigma box, and that's cleared away right in front of Griezmann. On as far as Lookman to Rogeri, possible. And now this time, a shot from Madrid. It just goes over the bar. Big chance for Marc Pobel to double the lead. Put about a yard offside over the crossbar. The 22-year-old is yet to score in this campaign. It's a lovely ball from the right. Managed to find Lukman. And Lukman to Ruggieri, and then Ruggieri managed to find Pabel from 10 yards out. He just played it over the bar. It was completely unmarked as well. There was a late challenge on him, but it was checked and cleared by VAR. But Girona escaped that one indeed. And now they're on attack. Not far from the right hand side of the penalty area. Managed to find Martin on the edge with Arnaud Martinez. He nearly lost the ball, but it was a good pick up here by Ivan Martin to Brian Hill. To Martinez once more. There's only one player inside the penalty area. That was Roca. Quite surprisingly, there's only one player at the moment, so it's not even worth of a cross. And Joe Roca now to the left-hand side. He's got two players in front of him. Now only Giuliano Simeone trying to take on the Argentine, trying to cut through down the middle, 10 yards away from the penalty area. And now the Moroccan once more. Chipped the ball forward, but trying to find Joe Roca. The ball had been cleared away, picked up by Arnaud Martinez, but there was good defending by Vargas again. Managed to clear the ball away deep inside the Girona half. It's picked up by Alejandro Martinez. Picked up again this time, deep inside the Madrid half on the right hand side. Brian Hill again against Ruggieri, trying to cut through down the middle. The pass wasn't good in the end. Picked up by Griezmann. And now Koke trying to escape the defenders. And it needed Robin Omad to clear the ball away. And he's going to be thrown to Girona. Slightly inside the Atletico Madrid half. And with Elche Levante are winning, Girona are now in 80th place. And of course they'll be playing Elche in the final game of the season. It's not all over yet here for Girona. The ball in possession. Managed to find Marino on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Cross down the middle. Headed away by David Hanko. Just on the edge of the penalty area. Picked up by Lukman, but he gave the ball away. Managed to find Onahi in the edge of the penalty area. Trying to get the ball back from Sigankov. It's good defended by Lino Mard, and it's been cleared away by Jan Oblak all the way towards his opposite number, Paulo Gazzaniga, who released the ball straight away to Vitor Reyes. Just past the 40th minute mark, 5 minutes to go till half time, and it's the home side, Atletico Madrid, lead away goal to nil. That came in the 21st minute through Lukman. His fourth goal of the campaign, and now Marino once more from the left, taking on the defender. It goes this time to Roca, and a good shot, and a good save. It was on target from 6 yards out, and Jan Oblak, again, on guard, saving the host for an equaliser. It's a lovely play by Marino from the left, got inside the penalty area, and managed to find the Ukrainian on the edge of the 6-yard box, towards the left-hand side slightly, but nevertheless, he managed to find the target. Now the referee is given a free kick. It was a late challenge on Alex Bayana deep inside the zone half. It was a challenge from behind by 37-year-old former Belgium international Axel Witsel. Plenty of experience. 37-year-old. Well, he did join from Atletico Madrid in the summer. With plenty of experience as a Belgian player. Now they get to the ball here, but Sigankov passed in the end inside the penalty area. Just could not find anyone in the same wavelength. And now Madrid get a possession inside the centre circle, picked up by Koke, switching the ball to the left-hand side, deep inside the Girona half. Koke gets the receiving ball. Inside the centre circle, Robin Nomad crossing the halfway line. And now passing through the ball in the middle. Nearly found Bayana, but that was good defending here by Marino. But they lost the ball back again. Now both set of players literally giving the ball away. And again from Girona, but this time Girona trying to keep the ball. And again Madrid lose it. It's literally giving the ball away competition at the moment. But in the end, it's Simeone gets the end of it. Deep inside the Girona half. Koke, the ball down the middle. Managed to find Vargas. trying to switch the ball to the left, but it's good defending by Martinez. And now Brian Hill trying to keep the ball on. It's going to be throwing for Madrid in the end. Half a threat inside the Girona half of the left-hand side. That was a brilliant save by Jan Oblak a few moments ago. Worth a reminder, as it stands, Girona go down into the bottom three. That's because Elche and Levante are winning as it stands. They started above them, not anymore, but we've still got a few minutes till the end of the first half, and of course the second half as well to come. And all 9 games happening simultaneously, except for Barcelona Real Betis, who will be kicking off later on this evening. Girona switching the ball to the left to Alex Marina, not far from the left-hand side of the penalty area. He got the support from Roca, sending the ball down the middle inside the last couple of minutes of the half. Now, Francis to the right to Martinez. Every single Atletico Madrid player is back at the moment defending. Leading by a goal to nil through Lookman's goal in the 21st minute. And now Martinez to Hill. Of course, Hill will be kicking himself with that chance that he had prior to that Madrid goal. An open goal in front of him from 6 yards out, and the header just placed it 2 or 3 yards to Oblak's left-hand post. There's no one around him as well. Former Tottenham Hotspur man, but he's on the ball once more, coming from the right-hand side. He's got support from Ivan Martin. Martin trying to find a space, managed to find Vitsa through down the middle, but 10 yards away. And he got the support for Reyes. To the left-hand side, Onahi inside the penalty area, got around the player, still with the ball, trying to chip the ball inside the 6-yard box, but that was good defending by Simeone again. And now his possession with the ball, long ball forward, trying to find Lookman, but it's way away from the Nigerian international. In the last 30 seconds plus double try to go of the first half, and now Rocco once more managed to find a space from the left, passed the ball inside the 6-yard box, took a vital touch by David Hanko, who cleared the way right in front of Hill. Brilliant defending by the Slovakian. And now Lookman just trying to keep the ball, the possession here inside the wrong half at the moment. Atletico Madrid. And we just hit the 45th minute mark. Madrid are still with the ball. It's only going to be the 1 minute for Girona trying to get back into level terms. They have definitely created the chances and definitely find the spaces, and fair to say that Ezzedine Onahi has been the star of the team, and they give the ball away here down the middle, picked up by Onahi, trying to go about a few yards away from the penalty area. It was brought down by Bayana, but the referee says play on. And now Madrid once more in possession, this time through Simeone. Passes the ball down the middle, picked up by Bayana across the halfway line. Switching the ball to the left to Ruggieri, the Italian. To his colleague, Lookman. Lookman taking on Martinez. Trying to cut through down the middle. Managed to got around Martin again. And now Ruggieri to Lookman again on the left-hand side. Switching ball inside the 6-yard box, headed away. Hasn't been cleared yet. And now Koke from 20 yards out has the shot, and that wasn't far off. Goes out for a goal kick for Girona. But 2 yards away from Paulo Gazzaniga's right-hand post. Wasn't a bad attempt by the captain. And as we speak, Alejandro Ruiz, the referee for tonight's match, whistles for half-time. Plenty of chances, plenty of exceptional play, especially by Ezzedine Onahi. He's been the star of the show, to be fair. But he's on the losing side. The goal's been coming through. Lookman in the 21st minute, his 4th goal of the campaign. But this is Antoine Griezmann's night. It's his 500th game and final one as well for the club. The top goal scorer with 211 goals. Can he beat it in the second half? But it's half-time here for the time being at the Metropolitano. It's Atletico Madrid 1, Girona 0.
Footmob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
In the capital city, Madrid, we'll surely be kicking off the second half between the host against Girona. It looks like we're going to see a substitution for Atletico. Giuliano Simeone has been taken off at half-time, being replaced by another Argentine, number 11, Almada. Not sure it's for an injury or a technical substitution by Diego Simeone. Both players are on the field as it stands. Real Madrid are leading by a goal to nil through Ademola Lookman in the 21st minute. Of course, that goal has sent Girona at half-time to 18th place with 40 points. Mallorca have gone down to 19th with 39 points. And Levante then and Elche both winning, so they're both with 42 points, but as it stands, we've still got 45 minutes to go. Girona did have plenty of chances in the first half, but nevertheless, they have got time to make up for it. The final game is going to be against Elche at home next weekend. Another team also around the relegation. They're winning at the moment by a goal to nil. That leaves them 2 points above Girona, and off we go. And it is the away side who gets off and running, and in fact it's a full start. And the referee is asking to be retaken again. Girona this time playing from left to right. I'll give you the formation very, very shortly. Just can't confirm if Girona made any substitutions. That it is. Now Alejandro Ruiz, the referee, gets off and running, and Girona on the move straight away. Deep inside the Madrid half, switching the ball to the right hand side to Ana Martinez. Lovely play to Brian Hale, trying to go around two players. He managed to do so, and he switched to the right hand side of penalty area, trying to go around Ruggieri. He's got two players in front of him, but that was good defending in the end by the Italian. We're still around their own penalty area here, Madrid. And now Alex Bayana nearly giving the ball away, but that was good defending in the end. Well picked up here by Marc Pobil. And now Robin Nomad deep inside his own penalty area. So Madrid for the second half. Jan Oblak in goal. Pobil, Nomad, Hanko and Ruggieri in defence. Koke and Vargas in that anchor opposition. Lookman, Bayana and the substitute at half-time, Almada replacing Simeone just behind Antoine Griezmann, who's playing his 500th game of his career for the club, with 211 goals so far. And this is his final game, and now once more, this time through Roca inside the penalty area from the left hand side, but that was good defending this time by David Hanko. Now Koke inside his own penalty area, switches the ball to the right to Almada. They need to be careful here at the moment because they can't get out of their own penalty area and manage to do so, but only as far as Witsel, and Matt nearly found Onahi. That pass forward by the Belgium just couldn't pick up the Moroccan. He goes straight to Jan Oblak, and now they're starting on the move again here. Long ball forward, managed to find Ruggieri deep inside the Girona half, managed to go around Brian Hill. Pass the ball down the middle to Alex Bayana. Bayana to Vargas from 20 yards out, switches the ball to the right hand side, and now Almada, and once more to Bayana, completely miskicked it. It hasn't been cleared yet, and now Ruggieri from the left, across on the edge of the 6-yard box, headed away by Moreno, and now Almada from the left, and another cross this time around, headed by Griezmann, and it just goes over the bar. Good chance here for Madrid. Good cross by the Argentine Almada. Madrid managed to get a corner. The last touch slightly was cleared away by Vitor Reyes. And it's going to be Antoine Griezmann himself who's wearing the capsule today instead of Koke. His appreciation being playing his 500th and last game for the club. The cross inside the 6-yard box, cleared away only as far as Bayana. Down the middle on the edge of the penalty area. Other shot, and it just goes way over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick for Girona. Well, in goal, they've got Gazvaniga for the second half. Moreno, Reyes, Alejandro Francis, and Ana Martinez, the captain, in defence. Witsel and Ivan Martinez, that anchor opposition, and then got Roca. Moroccan Onahi, who's been the star of the show so far. Brian Hale with a couple of big chances that he's completely missed, especially an empty goal from 5 yards out, just behind the Ukrainian Sigankov. We'll also will keep you up to date with other games that are affecting this match as far as the relegation is concerned for Girona. Madrid, they're already in the Champions League, and this match will not affect them, but they are playing a very good football. And they cleared away, and now managed to find Onai, passing the ball on the edge of the penalty area, and a shot from outside in the 6-yard penalty area. And this time, from Roca. The ball goes out play. Be a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. Sort of about 2 yards away from Oblak's left-hand post. Is it a bad start here for Girona? It started very well as well for the first half, the first 10 minutes of it or so. And that's when they had numerous chances to put themselves in the lead. A couple by Brian Hill. An overhead kick as well by the Brazilian centre-back, Vitor Reyes. But then they're starting again here in the second half, but can they take advantage of any chances they're getting at the moment? They're inside the centre circle. Picked up by Witzel, sending the ball to the left-hand side to Marino. Still keeping forward inside the Madrid half. Match finder Onahi, whose beautiful skills we've seen it numerous times in the first 45 minutes for Girona. No one was around him on the same wavelength, and now Marino once more to Onahi, about 5 yards away from the penalty here. Send it to Marino on the left-hand side, trying to go around Pabil, but Pabil managed to clear the ball away. And now they give the ball away here. The ball down the middle, inside the penalty area, but David Hunker clears the ball forward. And this time it's picked up by Antoine Griezmann to Almada, to Alex Bayana deep inside the Girona half, coming through down the middle. Match by Lookman, have a shot from 10 yards out. The ball goes out play. Slight touch off Alejandro Francis on the way. Good defending by the 23-year-old. Now it went about 3 or 4 yards away from Gazaniga's left-hand post. Nevertheless, it's Atletico Madrid, fourth corner of the match. This time from the right-hand side. Griezmann again. 6 in total. The Frenchman with the cross inside the 6-yard box, headed away. This time by Ivan Martin, except for Bayana. A shot from Bayana! And that was really powerful, but straight in the hands of Gazaniga, but it needed a second attempt to keep hold of the ball. A long clearance, man's find Onahi. But Onahi, with great defending in the end. By David Hanko, managed to get the throw in as well, but that's a very good chance, very good shot by Alex Bayana from 23 yards out. Really powerful. It was quite lucky for Gazaniga, who was straight at him. And now they're starting again here, Madrid. This time through Adamela Lookman, coming deep inside the Girona half on the left-hand side, trying to cut through down the middle. He managed to get the support. This time, a shot, but it just goes over the bar. And it's going to be a goal kick for Girona. It wasn't the best of shots here by the Mexican, Obed Vargas. Just to remind you that as far as the teams around him are concerned, Elche is still leading Getafe by a goal to nil, and Getafe are playing with 10 men, and Levante still leading Mallorca by the same scoreline. So that still keeps Girona in 18th, Mallorca in 19th. Girona, last game of the season is going to be against Elche. Well, as it stands, would they win? They're on 42 points, but now they need to defend because Madrid once more down the middle to Bayana again. Inside a penalty area to Lookman. Lookman trying to go to defender from the left-hand side of the 6-yard box. And managed to get support by Ruggieri to Koke. The ball down the middle again. This time it's picked up by Almada. Lovely chip inside the 6th penalty area, but nearly found Griezmann, but it was great defending. This time by Vitor Reyes and trying to go on a counter-attack to Roca. This time it's good defending by the Argentine Almada, playing deep inside his own half. Good defending by the 25-year-old. Throwing going to be just inside the Atletico Madrid half, playing to Witzel. Goes back to Alex Marino. Now trying to switch the ball down the middle. This time it's picked up by Francis. Managed to cross the halfway line. Francis gets the support to the right. Lovely pass here from Gale, but the returning ball by Hernán Martinez wasn't the best, but Gale, great skills. He got the ball back and he crossed inside the penalty area, headed away by Pabil, and now Alex Bayana on the edge of the penalty area trying to escape that pressure. Lovely chip by Hanko, and now lovely short passes, but it's still in danger, but in the end They get the free kick. It was a late challenge by the Belgian Witsel. It's going to be free kick for the home side. Of course, Donny van de Beek, the former Manchester United player, he's on the bench today. He only played 2 games this season for Girona. But he had a long-term injury and now he's back on the bench and he can be used. But now it's Onahi coming through down the middle and he was brought down just about 2 yards away from the penalty area. They lost the ball again and this time a shot from Vitor Reyes. 20 yards out, but the ball goes way wide. And it's going to be a goal kick. Atletico Madrid. Looks like Michel has seen enough. We are going to see substitutions coming on very shortly here for Girona. Just waiting to see how many. Lucas Tuani is one of the players that will be coming on, the 39-year-old Uruguayan. And also Beltran Navarrete as well. He's another player coming on, the midfielder. And it's just waiting for confirmation. It could be Brian Hills coming off as well. And Ona Martinez straight away giving the captaincy to Stuani. And also Axel Witsel is coming off as well. Time for changes here. We played just over 55 minutes. Bit of young blood in the middle and experience up front with Stuani. Of course, Stuani scored in the last match for Girona, and Brian Gale, just watching him back on the bench, he's just shaking his head with hands on his head because he knows he had a big chance to put them in the lead in the first half. An open goal. He's going to bring him nightmares. He's 25-year-old. They're in possession of the ball at the moment through Francis. Switching the ball to the left-hand side to Alex Moreno, but it was brought down this time by Almada. It's going to be free kick for Girona. Well, that's what Alex Moreno is claiming it. It's going to be on the halfway line here. Play quickly. Sending the ball back to the Brazilian, Vitor Reyes. Wait and see if the substitution being made by Michel going to make any difference for Girona, but they lost the ball straight away. But that's a great recovery here by Arno Martinez coming forward. Got Onai on the right hand side of the penalty area. 2 players in front of him, managed to get the cross. He picks up by Sigan Koff, shot on target, and that was a good save by Oblak, but it needs to be cleared away by Koke, and it's going to be throw in for Girona to the right hand side of the penalty area. Play quickly to Arno Martinez. The ball down the middle, still inside the Madrid half, and picked up by Beltran. Now managed from Marino, trying to cut through down the middle, not far from the penalty area. He got the support from Beltran, across inside the penalty area, cleared away by Ruggieri, and it's picked up from the right hand side to Ivan Martin. To Frances, across inside the box, but it's been headed away by Pabil. And it's going to be a corner for Girona, this time from the left-hand side. The 3rd corner of the match. Of course, Christian Stuani, who's now playing up front. It looks like Sigenkov playing to the right-hand side. Of course, he scored as soon as he came on. The 39-year-old Uruguayan, but now Sigenkov with the corner from the left-hand side, inside the 6-yard box, headed away by David Hanko. He goes to find Girona player, sending the ball down the middle from Martin to Marino. Managed to go around Antoine Griezmann, switching the ball to the left-hand side. Looks like Onai playing on the left at the moment, across inside the box, headed away by Leonard Mad. And it's cleared away in the end by Alex Bayala. Good pressure here by Girona. Very good pressure. It looks like Madrid might be making a substitution or two as well, coming out very shortly. But now Girona are in complete control over the last few minutes. They're really trying hard to go back into level terms. And Arno Martinez to Ivan Martin. Arnaud. Sending the ball back slightly towards Francis. Good cross has been from the centre back over the last couple of games. The 23-year-old Spaniard. Now the ball's been switched to the left. Picked up by Marina. Deep inside the Madrid half. Good pace here by the 32-year-old. Trying to go around the two players, but in the end, it's good defending by Almada. It's going to be throwing for Girona again. Looks like Solid and Marcelo are coming on very shortly. I'd be very surprised that it won't be Griezmann. We'll be getting sure the massive standing ovation by the crowds, but they had to deal with this one now. Francis sending the ball to the right to Sigankov, to Francis again on the right inside the penalty area, and the ball goes out play. It's good defending by Bayana. The last touch was by Alejandro Francis. It's going to be goal kick, Atletico Madrid. And we are going to see the substitution. It's going to be Marcelo replacing number 21, Bed Vargas. And it's Alexander Solis going to be replacing number 10, Alex Bayana. So it's not yet here for Antoine Griezmann, still on the field. And we're inside the last half an hour or so. It is Atletico leading by a goal to nil. Came in the 21st minute through Lukman. Just keep you up to date with the rest of the matches. It's Sevilla still losing at home to Real Madrid by a goal to nil. Alaves still leading Real Oviedo, who are already relegated, but Alaves are still in competition with Girona and co to avoid relegation. Osasuna still losing to Espanyol by 2-1. And Levante are leading Mallorca by a goal to nil. Same scoreline that Elche are leading Getafe, but Getafe are playing with 10 men. And as it stands, Girona are still in 18th place, 2 points away from safety. And Mallorca also came down. They were still above the relegation zone, especially with the wins by Elche and Levante. Now Atletico managed to get another corner. Fifth corner of the match. This time coming from the left-hand side. It's not going to be Griezmann taking it this time round. And it's a cross by Almada inside the penalty area. But the referee has stopped play. The cross has been made. But there was a push and shoving on one of the Girona players. Looks like the player, the guilty man is Solis, but the player has gone down. It's Alejandro Francis. Still down injured at the moment. He seems standing up now. He's going to be okay. But the corner is going to be retaken once more from the left-hand side. So still the fifth corner. The cross inside the 6-yard box, punched away by Gazzaniga, and now headed back by Ruggieri. And this time it's picked up by Onahi, and now trying to go on a counter-attack from the right side. Managed to cross the halfway line, but that was good defending in the end by Matteo. The ball goes out. Play is going to be thrown for Girona, just inside the Atletico Madrid half. Of course, Javier Matteo only playing his 4th game of the campaign. The 19-year-old. There's going to be another substitution here for Girona, and it's Roca's coming off. It's being replaced by the Argentine Echeverri, number 14. Another attacking midfielder or striker, and also Lukman has come off and being replaced by Langlet at the back. Of course, we only got the 1 yellow card at the moment, and that fell for Robin Linomad in the first half. And now the ball forward for Antoine Griezmann is well covered here this time by the both centre-backs, Vitor Reyes and Francis. And then they're coming forward deep inside the Madrid half, picked up by Onahi. Ball down the middle to Beltran. managed to find a space and now trying to get the ball towards the right hand side, but the ball's still down the middle. He's got the support with Tsigankov. And Echeverri managed to find the Ukrainian in the end. Tsigankov across inside the penalty area. It wasn't the best of crosses and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. And any updates on any of the scorelines that affect this game will keep you up to date. As it stands, Girona need to get a point or three here away. It's always going to be a difficult task for the Catalonian side, but nevertheless their last game is at home to Elche, another team trying to avoid relegation. And now Gazzaniga with long ball forward, nearly found Beltran. It seems like to hit his arm, but the referee says play on. Well, this is with Oblak. Moves the ball forward as far as the halfway line, headed forward by Griezmann, but it's picked up here by Arnau. The ball is still up in the air, just inside the Girona halves. Good coverage here by Francis, and now Griezmann trying to get the ball back, and he managed to do so. Good tackling here by the Frenchman. And he clears the ball away. The Real Sociedad now leading Villarreal by 3-2. That's the latest goal for the remainder 8 matches that are happening at the moment, 9 in total. And as we mentioned earlier this evening, it's going to be the game between the champions Barcelona against Real Betis. Long ball forward by Oblak as far as the centre circle. And it's been headed back by now Martinez all the way back to Paulo Gazzaniga. Time is definitely running out. We're inside the last 25 minutes or so of the match. Still Madrid leading by a 1-0. That was a good challenge by Madrid. Managed to find Griezmann, and this time it's releasing Marcel on the right hand side of the penalty area, trying to cut through down the middle. They couldn't find the right pass in the end. It's good defending here by Girona. They're trying to keep the ball through on Nahi, but it was pulled back by Dino Mad. But the referee, he's not interested. Good defending the way he saw it. Mr. Alejandro Ruiz. Now David Hanko. Right. Just on the left-hand side. Managed to find Ruggieri to Marcelo. A few players now from Girona trying to pressurize that back line of Atletico Madrid. And again, it's worth a reminder, regardless of what happens, they're playing Champions League football. And now Almada's been released inside the penalty from the left-hand side. Passing it down the middle. And now it's a great chance by Griezmann. And he plays it over the bar. What an ending, what a bid for the Frenchman. To score a goal in his last ever game at the Metropolitano. Still time though. It was a great release by Ruggieri. Managed to find Almada. He got inside the penalty area from the left-hand side. And that short pass to Griezmann down the middle from 8 yards out, and he plays it over the bar. I think it's fair to say he was hassled a bit by Francis, so it was good defending by the 23-year-old as well. And now Girona once more. Still possession with the ball at the moment. And this time with Francis again. Managed to cross the halfway line, down the middle. Alejandro Francis trying to switch the ball to the right hand side, but Ono Martinez's pass wasn't as good. And it's going to be thrown for Atletico. Deep inside their own half on the left hand side. Be taken by the Italian Teo Ruggieri, who joined in the summer from Atalanta, the 23-year-old, alongside Juan Musso, the goalkeeper. And then a third Atalanta player was added in January, and now Tsigankov, lovely play, managed to go around 4 players inside the penalty area, trying to switch the ball from the right hand side. The ball's been cleared by Robin Lino Mad. Good defending by the 29-year-old. Throw and play quickly on the edge of the penalty area. Picked up this time by Ono Martinez to Tsigankov. Tsigankov to Echeverri. Good pressure here by the Catalonian side, and Martinez trying to cross the ball. It was good defending, good block here. Combination of Koke and Almada. Girona gets the fourth corner of the match. They take it from the right hand side. They need a goal to go back into level terms here. Girona. Just the one goal that separates both sides. That was Lukman's goal in the 21st minute. Get a goal back. Across inside the 6-yard box, headed away by David Hanko. And a shot from outside the penalty area. Great save by Oblak. Then on the rebound, Echeverri just could not control the ball. He did. Great shot by Onahi again. It was cleared away eventually, but on the volley from 22 yards out. Great save by Oblak, but on the rebound, Echeverri just could not control the ball. Went straight to the goalkeeper. Madrid, we just passed the 70th minute mark. We're inside the last 20 minutes. They've definitely shown plenty of bright spells, Girona, right from the word go. And they had really good chances, especially in the first half. Haven't played bad, to be fair, here at the Metropolitano Girona, but they just headed the ball back. It is picked up this time by Hanko, passing the ball down the middle, nearly found Alexander Thorloth. It's great defending by Beltran, managed to dive to clear the ball away. And that's going to be the sixth corner for Atletico Madrid. Taking from the left-hand side. 10 in total. Michel doesn't seem to be happy at the moment. You can see him complaining. Not with his not with the referee, but all the officials, but with his own players. Quite understandably so. A cross from the left. Cleared away by Girona. Picked up by Onahi outside his own penalty area. Trying to go around Mortheo. Still with the ball. Still coming from the right-hand side. Nearly released Tsigankov, but the Ukrainian's touch wasn't as good. Goes all the way back to Oblak, to Lenormand, to Ruggieri, deep inside his own half. Now it's plenty of Girona players fighting for the ball. The referee's given a free kick against the substitute, Echeverri. There's a push on the substitute, Javi Mortheo. Reminder that Levante and Elche still winning in their respective games against Mallorca and Getafe. Of course, Getafe with that loss, they go down to 8th, 48 points, so the goal difference is behind Real Sociedad. But they'll still be playing European football because Real Sociedad, even though they're 7th place, but they're already going to play in Europa League next season. But now Madrid have to deal with this chance here for Girona. The ball down the middle. Onahi inside the penalty area. Manji finds Stuani. Onahi again to the right side. A pass the ball down the middle, but it took slight deflection. And eventually it's been cleared away by Hanko, but it wasn't controlled well by Soliv. And now they're coming from the left-hand side, but Soliv. Great defending from the back, and he managed to get the free kick as well of Alex Marino. A few yards away outside his own penalty area. It seems like we're going to see another substitution coming on for Girona. Looks like David Lopez, the 36-year-old former Espanyol and Napoli man. Of course, he won the Coppa Italia with Napoli back in 2014. Experienced defender, might be coming on very shortly for Girona. But now this team have to deal with Madrid. They're in possession as far as the halfway line here with David Hanko. The ball's been switched to Robin Lenormand, and now about 5-6 players from Girona chasing that back line here again. But Jan Oblak under no pressure at the moment. Long ball forward, deep inside the Girona half, but the header by Solis went straight out of play. He's going to be thrown for Girona just inside the Madrid half. They're just waiting to make that full substitution. Girona. Gazzaniga, long ball forward, deep inside the Madrid half, and just a bit too much here for Stuani. Now managed to find Linomard, clears the ball away. Straight into Vitor Reyes. And now Marina picks up the ball, managed to cross the halfway line from the left-hand side. Picked up by Echeverri to Beltran, to the left-hand side to Onahi. Passing the ball down the middle. Lovely passes here between the away side. And now Beltran to Onahi, the left-hand side of the penalty area. Trying to go around Matteo. He managed to get the cross, headed away this time by Pabel, and managed to find Solent. And now Solent trying to go on a counter-attack from the right-hand side. He's only 2 players ahead of him. And trying to go around Ivan Martin. He managed to get to support, managed to find Griezmann, but Griezmann could not chase that ball. A bit too much for the Frenchman, and the ball goes out. Play is going to be throw-in for Girona. Deep then inside their own half on the right-hand side. Of course, Girona still waiting to make that substitution. David Lopez still having a word with his manager, Michel, on the touchline. And now they're on the move for Alex Marino to Onahi again. The left-hand side of the penalty area, sending the ball down the middle, but few away outside the penalty area. Beltran to Sigankov on the edge of the penalty area, managed to get in, trying to go around Ruggieri. Sigankov, lovely play, managed to find a pass. Took a great touch by Haven Hanko, and eventually has been cleared away by Griezmann. Trying to find Soleth, and Soleth managed to nick the ball off Francis. And it's now against Francis. Managed to get inside the penalty and the shot to Norwegian. But it goes about a yard or so to the left-hand post of Paolo Gazzaniga. Great play by the Norwegian international. He nicked the ball off the 23-year-old defender. Even though the recovery off, you think that the last one for Madrid, it will be Antoine Griezmann, his final game. And now Matteo on the right side of penalty area, surrounded by 2 players, managed to find Koke. And now Pabel trying to get the cross from the right. Took slight touches of Alex Marino. And they've got another corner here. Atletico Madrid, the 9th of the match. And again, it's going to be from the right-hand side. And Elche and Levante still winning. Mallorca still losing. That means Girona still on the bottom 3 as it stands. There's been no changes in the last few minutes or so. And Koke with the corner inside the 6-yard box, headed away by Lopez. They're trying to clear the ball away and managed to do so only as far as Madrid. Trying to switch the ball to Griezmann, kept the ball just far away from the left-hand side of the penalty area. Griezmann with a cross inside the box, headed away by Vitor Reyes, and the clearance in the end through Alex Marino. The referee has given a free kick against David Hanko. He wasn't happy with the push on the Girona player. And now it's Alejandro Francis. David Hanko is not happy with the decision either, to be fair. Now Francis has been treated by the medical staff. We're inside the last 9 minutes of the match, plus stoppage time, of course, and Madrid Atletico, that is, leading by a goal to nil through Adamela Lukman, scored in the 21st minute. He was conceding that goal, and Elche Levante are winning. They're both on 42 points. Likewise, Osasuna, they're losing. They're on 42. Valencia are losing now by 3 goals to 2. Away to Real Sociedad. And they're on 43. A draw for Valencia. They can escape relegation completely as it stands. At the moment, it's still between 5 or 6 teams. And that includes Mallorca, Girona, Levante, Elche, and Osasuna. And on goal difference, it could make the difference for Sevilla, Alaves, and Valencia. And it looks like Francis now is coming to an end. He's just being treated off the field by Tsigankov on the right-hand side of the penalty area. Managed to find a cross, headed up by Ruggieri, and eventually it's been cleared by Madrid, and now the ball with Griezmann. Managed to release Almada on the left-hand side, still inside his own half here, just about across the halfway line. And now Ruggieri, halfway through inside the Girona half, chipped the ball forward in the edge of the penalty area, cleared away by Girona, and now Onai from the middle, lovely play, managed to take on two players, managed to try the release. Stuani, it's a bit too much for the Uruguayan, straight in the hand of the keeper, Jan Oblak. With 7 minutes to go, has to be change of tactics. Even throwing the kitchen sink, trying to get at least a point here. Might be vital come the end of the season, which is only next weekend. Griezmann coming forward, managed to release Pobel to the right hand side of the penalty area against Alex Merino, but that was good defending by the Girona man, and it's going to be thrown from the right hand side of the penalty area for Atletico Madrid. Of course, Diego Simeone or Atletico Madrid will be activating that clause in the summer, so he'll definitely be staying for next season. And it's going to be his 15th season here at the Metropolitano. Well, as far as the Griezmann's concerned, to play his 500th game for the club over 3 stints. The club goal scorer with 211 games as it stands. He's playing his final game for the club. Now the free kick has been given. There's a challenge on Echeverri by the substitute Javi Morceo, 19-year-old, and now he's on the book. It was Morceo coming instead of the Mexican, Robert Vargas, but now he has to deal with Moreno on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Managed to cross the ball, headed away by Lionel Mad, going as far as Onai, about 10 yards outside the penalty area. Managed to find Beltran, and the shot from Beltran took deflection and goes out of play. I can see Alejandro Francis on the bench. He looks very distraught. He's being calmed down by his colleagues, mainly Brian Hill. Ono Martinez, and a cross from the corner, and the header this time by Stuani goes about 3 yards away from Jan Oblak's left-hand post. Good chance here for the Uruguayan to get back into level terms. Of course, Rayo Vallecano, the leading Villarreal by 2-0. And Rayo Vallecano, they'll be playing in the Conference League final against the London side, Crystal Palace. That would be Olivier Gnazna's last game in charge of the Eagles. Of course, he already won competition, or a European competition, with Eintracht Frankfurt a few seasons ago. Olivier Gazna. It's interesting to see where will be his next destination. Inside the last 4 minutes, long ball forward by Gazzaniga, headed away by Hanko. Managed to find Koke, and now has been chased by Almada, and managed to keep hold of the ball. Almada deep inside the Girona half, but the touch in the end wasn't as good, but they got the ball back still here through Pobel to Almada, down the middle, managed to find Griezmann with Solith on the edge of the penalty area. Solith to Almada, 1-on-1 with the keeper, trying to find Griezmann, but it's just behind the Frenchman. I think everyone's trying to give Griezmann the last touch to score his goal in his last game, the record goal scorer for the club. And now Onahi, lovely passes here by Girona, but it's last touch in the end by the Moroccan. It's been cleared away, but it's going to be thrown for Girona, halfway through inside the Atletico Madrid half, from the right hand side. We're inside the last 3 minutes. Managed to find Onahi, switching the ball down the middle to Echeverri, to to Alex Marino from the left-hand side, across inside the penalty area, but also got all the way towards the other end. But it managed to be kept up here by Tsigankov, the Ukrainian. Another cross inside the 6-yard box, but it's been headed away brilliantly. This time by Langlet. And it's going to be another corner for Girona. 7 on the match. Across inside the 6-yard box, headed away by Langlet again. Picked up by Girona on the right-hand side. With Beltran trying to keep the ball here. It's passed nearly. Missed Tsigankov. Tsigankov down the middle. Lovely pass through down the middle. Hasn't been cleared yet. In the shot. Great save by All Black. And it hasn't been cleared yet. It's Tsigankov again from 20 yards out. It sends it over the bar. It's going to be a goal kick for Atletico Madrid. Another chance from Girona, this time from Onahi from 19 yards out. A beautiful curling ball. And Jan Oblak have to dive and straight to his left. Then on the rebound, Tsigankov shot went way over the bar. That had been such a great equaliser. And I can tell you Levante are now leading by 2-0. Elche still leading by 1-0 coming towards the end of that match. And now Madrid back to find Griezmann inside the penalty area from the right hand side, trying to switch the ball. Magnified Koke, he has a shot and that was close. That was millimetres away from Gazaniga's right hand post. Koke, 2 goals so far in this campaign, 49 goals through his career with Atletico. And he's been waiting a long time to reach that 50 goals for the Metropolitano club. And now with inside the last 30 seconds of the match plus stoppage time. And now Girona on the ball with Alex Marino deep inside the Atletico half. Ball switch, Manfred Onahi down the middle. Onahi trying to find a space to have a shot. But in the end, it was good defending by Matteo. And managed to get a free kick as well here, the 19-year-old midfielder. The free kick for Madrid outside their own penalty area. And we just hit the 90th minute here at the Metropolitano. And it's going to be only 3 minutes of stoppage time. You can see the look at Michel. I think he's probably wondering what else he could have done, especially in the first half of the chances they had. And he definitely has to blame some of his players when the chances they missed, but they've got now on the attack here. It's done through Alex Marino, trying to cut through down the middle. Marino, switching ball down the middle, inside the penalty area. Oh no, hitting the shot by Echeverri. Straight to the hands of the keeper, Jan Oblak. What a chance. Get back into level terms. Jan Oblak it wasn't a powerful shot by Echeverri, but Oblak have to dive to his right. He was on target. And now we're inside the last 2 out of 3 minutes of stoppage time. Girona gets possession of the ball again. Beltran to Tsigankov. Just on the halfway line through Lopez. Managed to find Vitor Reyes. Switching the ball to the left-hand side. Good defending here by Pabal, but the ball still goes back here with Girona. With Beltran down the middle. Halfway through inside the Madrid half. To Echeverri. To Alex Marino again. Across inside the box, headed away by Langlet, still up in the air, and again it cleared away. This time by Matteo, but he lost the ball and the shot from outside the penalty area, and it just goes wide. And it took a slight of touches here, the shot by Beltran, and it's going to be another corner for Girona. The 8th corner of the match. We're inside the last minute of stoppage time. Can they get that equaliser? Corner from the left. Even Gazaniga's up front. Play short to Onahi. To Marino. Across inside the box. Headed back in by Girona. Hasn't been cleared yet. It has now by Ruggieri. He's picked up by the last man. Now it's Ivan Martin. And Gazzaniga is running back. But Ivan Martin needs to be careful. There's plenty of players around him. He managed to keep the ball very well and managed to release Beltran to his right. Beltran not far off on the right hand side of the penalty area. But he managed to get throw in. Good defending here by Ruggieri. We're inside the last 20 seconds of stoppage time. Still time for one more chance for the Catalonian side. Throw play short. Managed to find Martin again. They need something, they need to be quick. And now Lopez, ball down the middle to Echeverri. Echeverri down the middle. Lovely short pass. He gets the receiving ball inside the penalty area. Echeverri cross the ball down the middle. And the shot by Stuani just goes over the bar. His shot straight into the ground, bounce off, goes over the bar. That would have been the perfect icing on the cake for the 39-year-old. He was completely unmarked, the Uruguayan. You can see Michel straight away, hands over his head. It's not the finishing that he wanted to see. And as we speak, Alejandro Ruiz, the referee, whistles for full time. It's a big win for Atletico Madrid. Antoine Griezmann playing his 500th and last game for the club. Their record goal scorer with 211 games. Many congratulations for that milestone. And of course, he believed in the club as a legend. As far as Girona at this stands, they're on 18th place. They're 2 possessions worse off than they thought before the match kicked off, because Elche and Levante are winning. Girona and Mallorca are in a bottom 3 alongside the already relegated Real Oviedo. It's full time here at the Metropolitano. It finished Atletico Madrid 1, Girona 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.